Burger King just released what are essentially sliders, which I think is kind of interesting because you don't really think of sliders at a fast food spot unless it's White Castle or something. But they don't call them sliders, they call them baby burgers. There's three different kinds, and you have to get it in this pack of three. There's a Quattro cheese one, there is a kind of a surf and turf with shrimp on it, and there is a bulgogi burger. So I'm curious about this, so let's open it up and take a look. I have no idea how big or small these are gonna be, but I feel like sliders, well, they already have the Whopper Junior. Like, how small are you gonna get from Burger King? What's your deal? Okay, wow, okay. They're individually wrapped, and yeah, I feel like Shaq right now, big Shaq. Okay, yeah, these are pretty small. Let me just unwrap one of these real quick. Okay, so it's not a sesame seed bun. It's essentially just a little mini slider. I like the idea of it. I like sliders, so I'm curious to see how this eats. And you know what? Actually, just for comparison, I am going to compare this to the Whopper Junior. So it's actually taller than the Whopper Junior with cheese, but not as round, I guess, circumference-wise. And yeah, it's a little bit different there. And just for another comparison, I got an actual cheese Whopper too. So I don't know if I'll be eating these, but I just wanted to compare the size. It's not that much smaller than the Whopper Junior, but quite a bit smaller than an actual Whopper here. You see what I'm saying? That's the little family right there. All right, so we have the Quattro cheese one over here. We have the surf and turf with the shrimp, and we have the bulgogi. Actually, I should probably give you a little close up. I don't know exactly what they mean by Quattro cheese, but there's cheese. I guess there's like cheese sauce, some kind of blend. I really don't know, but apparently there's 4 different types of cheese on that one. This is the little mini shrimp guy. Apparently there are shrimp. Yeah, yep, okay. So can't really see. They're pretty sauced up, but there's shrimp on there on top of that mini little patty right there. And last but not least, we have the bulgogi burger. Not sure if I didn't know this had a tomato on it. I'm not sure if I've had this one from Burger King before, but it'll be interesting to try it out because I've had bulgogi burgers from other establishments like McDonald's, and it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to compare and contrast. But I'm going to start off with this Quattro cheese one. Probably would be my favorite. Decent little bun action going there. This is I don't know. I feel like this is bigger than a slider. Oh man, it's like right on the edge because it's way bigger than like a White Castle slider, I feel like. This will take me 5 bites to eat it. Whereas a White Castle little slider, I could probably do in like 2, maybe 1. It's like 5 or 6. First thing that hits me is the bun. So I've had the Quattro cheese Whopper before. Like I said, I don't know what kind of cheese they're using, and I don't really want to know. One of them, though, is a little bit off. And so I never really order this. But it kind of tastes like the mini version of that with a different bun. So it actually does kind of switch it up a little bit. If they're just using the same kind of smaller sesame seed buns, I don't think this would work as well. But so far, not too bad. Surf and Turf Deluxe. I ain't never had this. Small or big form. That is low key. That is low key. I thought this would be bogus. I almost am appreciating this one more than the Quattro cheese one. You know, they're using a strong kind of some kind of cocktail sauce blend with them shrimp, and it's a very unique bite, flavor wise, texture wise, but it kind of works in a weird way. It's, if you like this kind of thing, like you probably F with this, and I'm surprised I never had this before. I don't think it would be like my go-to. I'm pretty sure they have all of these mini burger, baby burgers, as large format size burgers too. But yeah, I don't think I would be getting this on the reg. But so far, I'm liking the variety. Beluga burger. Wow. I could see some people really effing with this. By the way, I paid $20 for everything, including the Whopper Jr. and the regular Whopper. I think this set, the 3-pack of baby burgers, was probably about, I want to say around $8. Maybe 9, 8 to 9. And that's not a bad little flight, you know, little sampler. That is not bad at all. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded if they made them even smaller and dropped the price a little bit. Just for a little bit more of that novelty. The bulgogi burger, I think, honestly, I can't even lie, I prefer McDonald's bulgogi burger. It's not bad. I think the tomato is I don't know. I don't dislike tomatoes on burgers. I love them actually, but on specific types of burgers, maybe you don't need them. I'm gonna go into this Whopper Jr. with cheese real quick because I'm still a little bit hungry. Yeah. Sorry, I'll hold on. Oh, ran out of what tissues? Whopper Jr. with cheese. I see, like, man, actually, this is crazy because holding this Whopper Jr. actually just feels like a regular hamburger. Even though it might not look like it, it is pretty junior, weenie hut. But after holding those little guys, it feels like, you know, this bun, I feel like is the size of a bun you would get at the grocery store if you're gonna get hamburger buns, you know, in a pack. Really surprisingly not that junior. I don't know. Maybe it was just the back to back. Solid little guy. Yeah. So my review for those little baby burgers, like final verdict, I'd give it like a 7-8. Probably more like a 7. Love the concept. But and I could, because I can just see a lot of people actually really liking those. If I could have my own pick, I would want like just like a mini regular Whopper with cheese, a mini like chicken sandwich, and then like a mini, I don't know, seafood sandwich if they got it. That would be the ultimate trifecta. Now we got this regular, yeah, now this, okay, this feels incredibly large now that I'm looking at it. Should we go for it, man? Might as well. I did that video the other day. Talking about how I'm always eating Burger King when I'm not filming, which is kind of embarrassing. I always get the Whopper with no cheese because that's the cheapest option you can get. So I never treat myself to the cheese. It's better. That one little slice of cheese. Look, cheese, my wife always gets annoyed with me. Because I want cheese on like basically everything. And there's no cheese on it. I'm like, where's the damn cheese? Look. Now I don't want to expose her. I'll just say that she's selective with what kind of cheeses she likes and what cheeses she doesn't like. Which is fair. Alright. But I don't want to go into too much more detail. I should have asked her if I could talk about it. I just don't want to be exposing people, you know what I mean, without their permission. But for me, it's like, oh, we're eating a salad, where's the cheese? We don't need no cheese. Oh, I need some cheese. It's like, we should be like, hey, let's make some pasta. I'm like, yeah, but we don't have any cheese. Like, we can make it, we can eat it without cheese. I'm like, nah, we can't. I got real heated. You know, like some Parmesan. Or whatever. I'm gonna have to get her on here on video one of these days and do some kind of cheese video. Because I truly believe that it's like bacon. Bacon and cheese. But like bacon is a singular item. Like bacon takes the cake. Like bacon can go on basically anything sweet. Like donuts. Chocolate covered bacon. I don't know. Unsavory stuff. Now cheese, there's so many different types of cheese. And I don't think it goes with everything, but I mean, you got cheesecake, right? I feel like but for sure, any savory food, you could find a cheese to pair it with. I truly believe that. Like they used to say, tell me back in high school, it ain't easy being cheesy. 100% is a fact. That's real talk. The longer I've lived, the more I've gotten to accept that as the absolute truth. All right. I'm sitting out here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.